My name is Michael Myers, and I welcome you to the Emerson Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Marietta, Georgia. I am the building IT chairman committee, whatever the heck it is. I'm also a member of the choir, which is going to be back in operation next Sunday. And many times I'm up here as a worship associate, but today I'm actually doing the presentation. As a Unitarian Universalist congregation, we affirm an inherent worth and dignity of each person. We honor our personal spiritual journey, and we invite you into the work of justice making so that we can together create a peaceful world. And I'd also like to thank anybody who is new here. We don't make you rise anymore. We used to make you rise up and do that, but don't make you do that anymore. Our opening words today are from the Goo Goo Dolls. It's called Keep the Engine Running. I can hear the sound of that dream where the engines fill the boulevard. Innocence is never lost when you feel it pounding in your heart. Don't tell me it's over now. This ain't the time to rest. Bruised and battered, torn and tattered. Look at me, it doesn't matter. I've still got some fight left. I'm tired of waiting around now. What are we becoming? Keep the car running. The only answer I know is never taking it slow. Just keep it coming. Keep the car running. I'm not leaving here without you. You're the ones I can't lose. Just say goodbye to all the things in life that tried to pull us down. Yeah, we'll make something out of nothing. Just keep the car running. Our opening hymn this morning is number 38. Morning has broken. It's in the gray hymnal. Please rise as you are able for hymn number 38.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where God's feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise for every morning, God's recreation of the new day.
Good morning. My name is Bernadine Cataletta, and I extend my welcome to each of you today. I'm so glad you are here. Each Sunday, we light our chalice. Its light is the symbol of Unitarian Universalism and a reminder of our commitment to be a beacon of love and hope in the world. As Mike Myers lights our chalice, I offer these words from Eric Wagner. Blessed is the fire that burns deep in the soul. It is the flame of the human spirit, touched into being by the mystery of life. It is the fire of reason. It is the fire of compassion. It is the fire of love burning deep in the human heart. It is the divine glow in every life. Now, in the spirit of beloved community, let's greet and welcome each other to worship as we share our congregational affirmation, we need not think alike to love alike. Those in the sanctuary, feel free to move around, offer a greeting to others. Those of you online, please use the chat to introduce yourself or unmute to say hello.
Good morning, and my mask is hooked on my earring. Sorry. We now turn to our personal joys, sorrows, and concerns. You are invited to write a personal note in our care book prior to the service. Our care book, and it is located at the entrance to the sanctuary until about 5 minutes before the service. Let us enter into a time of reflection. I invite you to take a slow, deep breath. Breathe with me. Notice what is on your own heart today. Allow this to be a time to give space to all you are holding, the joys, the sorrows, the concerns, acknowledging them with gentleness and compassion. Now together, let us celebrate these joys that have been shared with us. And actually, I'm not sure if it's a joy or if it's a bit of a concern. From Michel and Clifford Rowan. Please send positive and loving vibes to our little ones and all that are going back to school this year. Also, please keep the parents of all the children going back to school all over the country in your hearts and minds. We know there are many joys, sorrows, and concerns not spoken. Please feel free to say out loud or to type into the chat the name of someone you are holding in your heart today. Darla. Please join me in a moment of silent meditation as we allow ourselves to feel part of this community of care. let us send our heartfelt, caring intentions to each other and to all beings everywhere by offering the Buddhist prayer of loving kindness. Please repeat these words after me. May we all be filled with loving kindness. May we all be free from harm and suffering. May we all be well in body, heart, and mind. May we all be at peace. Blessed be.
One way we seek to share loving kindness is by partnering with other organizations who work to bring love, kindness, and justice into the world. This month, we are in partnership with Freedom University. Right now, Georgia has the most discriminatory bans in the whole country against undocumented students for higher education. Freedom University is an agency that provides college preparation classes to undocumented students, as well as providing help with filling out scholarship application forms. Freedom University advocates for fair admissions and fair financial aid policies at public and private institutions of higher education. We encourage each of you to support their work financially through our Share the Basket program, and also by engaging in direct action. Join me in watching this short video about their work. Then offer a donation as you are able, or take one of the cards that describes the ways to give online. Ways to give are also posted in the chat. All donations, unless otherwise specified, are shared equally.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're going out, or they're being put in prison. Get them the hell out of here. Bring them back to where they came from.
We're not criminals, we're not drug dealers, we're not rapists. We're students who want to learn, and we want to work, and we just want to be here in peace. We could be more if they allow us to.
The same public universities that ban undocumented students today also banned Black students in 1960. These bans are not based on academic merit. They're banning young people who most have gone K through 12 in Georgia public schools, not based on their academic potential or how they can contribute to society, to their communities, but based on where they were born and on a social status.
Most people, after high school, once they learn about their status, they typically tend to just lose hope. It's giving me that knowledge of what's stopping me, what's not. It's also opening those doorways that, for people like us, you would think have already shut.
The most successful thing that Freedom University does is giving back our students their human dignity. We only have a 9-digit number. That is the difference between one person and the other, documented and undocumented. My goal in being the community engagement volunteer coordinator is to be that bridge between Freedom University and our community.
I'm speaking for someone who's hiding in their room because they're just scared of what reality is. I could go home, and if I don't see my parents there, I feel like I lost them. Every day we go through the reality of, will my parents be here by the end of the night? Will my parents be here for special events like my graduation? That's something I don't want them to miss, and we have to go through that.
To an undocumented student sitting alone somewhere in Georgia, I want that student to know that there's so many people who believe that you have a right to education, no matter where you were born. And even if it looks like the barriers are insurmountable in getting to college, or in becoming a teacher, or an artist, or a lawyer, or a poet, or a doctor, it's possible. And we have dozens of students ready to welcome you with open arms.
Well, I'm Jeffrey Jacoby, and I have a blessing for all the backpacks. Brought my own. Sorry about that. This morning, all of us, young and not so young, were invited to bring our backpacks or bags that we use during the week to church with us. We have many of your bags here. I see a bunch of you brought them. And last week, Reverend Deborah offered blessings for our animal friends. This week, we bless backpacks and bags we use frequently as a way to honor our students and others who support learning in schools and homeschools, and people who are returning to their regular routines as the circle of the year starts again, and we go from the relaxed days of summer to refocusing on early fall. Whether you have a bag or a backpack, or you've got one there at your seat, or you just want to have a blessing token and take home and slip into your bag later, please join me now for the blessing of the backpacks. Come on up with your backpacks. I love seeing everybody's backpacks. Everybody's got personality with their backpacks. They all look kind of different. Sure, you have a seat if you'd like. Yeah, let's have a seat. Okay, yeah, now we've got quite a collection of backpacks, I see. Excellent, very, very nice. So if you're like me, I carry a bag every day, like I said, or sometimes two. And we all carry bags with us throughout the week for many reasons. Some take books and homework to school and back. Some of us bring our lunches to school or work. Some of us take computers or other supplies to the places where we work or learn. And some kids carry overnight bags from one parent's house to their other parents and back again. Some people bring their books or yarn or knitting needles to places where they might need to wait patiently. And some people even have special bags for their dogs or their animals, their cats or bird or whatever. So do your bags, you started school this week, didn't you? So do your bags have some stuff in them already? Yeah, you do have some stuff already. It's already starting to collect? Yeah. Do you imagine they might get full at some point? No, yeah, there's plenty of room in there. Okay, good. For this part of the blessing, we're going to add something to your bag. But don't worry, it won't add any weight and it won't take up any room. So would any of you like to have some of our congregation's love to take with you to school or to work or on your travels? If you feel love here on Sundays, wouldn't you like to know that our love is with you on other days? I'm sure you would. So let's do that. All right, so everybody has to help with this. So please bundle up some love wherever you're storing it. Wait, I think I have some here in my pocket here. You've got some there, Beth? Okay, great. Everybody find wherever your love is and take it out and then kind of ball it up like a nice little pillow of love or like a snowball of love. Just get a nice ball. Okay, great, excellent. Get it all ready, and we're going to toss this love into the backpack. So everybody, on the count of 3, we're going to toss this love. Okay, ready for you? Oh yeah, make sure everybody with your backpacks. Thank you, Beth. Make sure you open your backpack so you can get this love when it comes your way. Okay, everybody ready to toss your love? Already? 1, 2, 3. Ah, there it goes. You've got love in your backpacks. Excellent. All right, that was fun. All right. So let's add some more stuff to your backpacks. Sometimes we get nervous when we go to school or work, and sometimes we wish we felt braver. I think it'd be nice to know that our courage is with you on other days when you need it. Again, so let's now go ahead and look for that courage. I'm going to go see if I've got some courage. Oh, wait a second. I think I've got courage in my other pocket. Oh, here it is. Okay. Get your courage ready. Ball it up in a nice snowball. Okay, ready? And on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there. Now you got your courage in there. Excellent. Okay, is there anything that you guys, maybe there's something you've got on your mind that you wish we could put in your bag with you. Can you name anything that you'd like to have in your bag that you'd like for us to send to you? What would you like? Peace. Okay, that's a great one. Oh, that's a great one. I've got peace. I was keeping that here just in case somebody asked for it. So let's everybody get your peace out. Okay, ball it up in a ball. Okay, get it nice and ready. Okay, get your bags ready. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there's the peace. Excellent. Perfect. Okay, was there something else? Was there something anybody else would like to have us send? Okay, nothing else? Oh, there's something else? I'm sorry. What would you like? Maybe joy? We have one here. Something in your backpack? Just. Oh, patience. Okay. Let's send some patience. That's a really good one, Beth. We all need that for sure. All right. Let's see. That's in this pocket. All right. Let's find our patience now. Ball it up in a nice big ball. Get it all ready. And on the count of 3, here comes the patience. 1, 2, 3. There it goes. Excellent. Oh, you ain't got patience now too. That's a very good one. All right. Anything else anybody would like for us to send? Okay. That's good. You got enough. Okay. Wonderful. Your bag might not look any different or feel any different, but the next time you use your bag, I hope you'll remember that we've added our blessings. Remember that, number 1, the spirit of life and love is with you everywhere, at home, at school, and even at work. And number 2, your Emerson UU congregation family cares about what happens to you as you are out and about learning, working, and living. And number 3, if you ever need more love or courage, you can always ask us for more, and we will send it. As we end our backpack blessing time now, we have a blessing token for each of you to take with you. Here it is. It says, you are smart, you are strong, you are brave, you are kind, and you are loved. So you can put that in a pocket in your bag or attach it to a strap. And remember that your Emerson UU family loves you and that every day is a new chance to live, love, and be the light that our world needs right now. Let's wait till Beth gives out all those tokens. Wonderful.
Jeffrey, do you want one?
Oh, you gave me one. You gave me one first. Yeah, a few more.
No, this is a Sunday when 70 kids were going to show up. Just yell, and I'll be sure to get you a token.
All right, yes, there's plenty more tokens to go around if anybody would like one to add to their briefcase or the laptop or whatever. All righty. So as we close out here, can we all bless these bags together by repeating after me? We're going to send this blessing to the bags. Blessed be. Blessed be. All right. Shall we sing our song of dedication?
Is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its bread. in freedom to serve humankind in fellowship. Thus do we covenant with each other. Thus do we promise to each other.
Thank you for joining me for the blessing of the backpacks. Enjoy your backpacks. Remember, they're in all that stuff we put in there. Thanks.
And for our time of centering, I'd like to do a 3-breath Tai Chi. With each out-breath, you sink deeper into your chair. So, breathe in, breathe out, and sink into your chair. Breathe in, breathe out, and deeper into your chair. Breathe in and breathe out and become one with your chair.
This is my take on what happened to the United States. This is Pride and Fear by the Fat Rat. Once a realm on the shoulders of giants, forged with ember and gold, an empire stood. Through the clouds it was endless, stories of peace it foretold. Where sea meets sky, emerald waters in moonlight, mountain tops kissed with snow. People held up the legends of bounty, reaping the peace that they sowed. But one by one, in secrets, planted greed and watered it with pride and fear. Seasons changed, like the turning of tides, the blossoms started to fade. The air grew heavy, electric in warning, and the greedy kneeled down and they prayed. They begged for peace, for the legends of bounty. No one planted or sowed. The secrets grew like the storm in the distance, came to collect what they owed. But one by one, in secrets, planted greed, and watered it with pride and fear. The poisoned fruit fell not far from the tree, the fiend that nobody could see. Once a realm on the shoulders of giants, forged with ember and gold, now a lost land, it's fading in silence, haunted by demons and ghosts. If you ask me what upsets me about the Trail of Tears, you'd probably not get the reason you would expect. This song is closer to what I think in relation to the Trail of Tears. This is Silent Warrior by Enigma. Long ago, for many years, white men came in the name of God. They took their land. They took their lives. A new age has just begun. They lost their gods. They lost their smile. They cried for help for the last time. Liberty was turning into chains, but all the white men said, that's the cross of changes. In the name of God, the fight for gold, these were the changes. Tell me, is it right? In the name of God, these kind of changes? They tried to fight for liberty. Without a chance in hell, they gave up. White men won in the name of God, with the cross as alibi. There's no God who ever tried to change the world in this way. For the ones who abuse his name, there's no chance to escape on Judgment Day. In the name of God, for the fight for gold, these were the changes. Tell me, is it right? In the name of God, these kind of changes. Tell me why, oh tell me why. The white man said, that's the cross of changes. Tell me why, oh tell me why. In the name of God, these kind of changes. Tell it like it is, by Tracy Chapman. Say it. Tell it like it is. What breaks your heart? What keeps you awake at night? What makes you want to break down and cry? But say you'll never turn your back. Say you'll never harden to the world. Say you'll never try to steal the rhythms in your breast. Say you'll never look at the evil among us and try to forget. Say you'll tell it like it is. Say it so everyone can hear. Say it. Tell it like it is. What breaks your heart? What keeps you awake at night? How your anger and grief make you want to cry out and tell it like it is. But say you'll never close your eyes or pretend that it's a rosy world. Say you'll never try to paint what is rotten with a sugar coat. Say you'll talk about the horrors you've seen and the torment you know, and tell it like it is. Say it, so no one can forget. Say it. Tell it like it is. What breaks your heart? What keeps you awake at night? What makes you want to break the ties of silence and bind, and tell it like it is? Say you'll never cover your ears or close your mouth and live in a silent world. Say you'll only run as far or as fast as you need to be secure. Say that you'll tell the truth when a lie could cross your lips, and tell it like it is. Someone Always Hates Someone by Mike and the Mechanics. Last night I shook hands with the devil in a dream that I can never lose. He laughed when he saw me crying at the pictures on the evening news. He said it's not really a dilemma, you're just a little out of touch. Don't think of the situation, because it will make you think too much. Someone always hates someone. Someone always hates someone. Someone always sells a gun, because someone always hates someone. A child will be born tomorrow, as open as an empty cup, and we'll fill it with hope and sorrow, the very things that messed us up. We'll ask him to join the congregation, a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, or Jew. Pretty soon he'll recognize his brothers, but soon he'll know the enemy too. Someone always hates someone. Someone always hates someone. Someone always sells a gun, because someone always hates someone. I died and I went to heaven in a dream I never had before. A good friend had gone before me, had kindly left my name at the door. I looked on the face of the Almighty. I couldn't help myself. I started to shout. How come you made a mess of things? How come you didn't work it out? He said, someone always hates someone. Someone always hates someone. There's so much love for everyone, but someone always hates someone. This is the full version of Rush 2112. When Neil Peart came to Geddy Lee, he always brought more lyrics than they ever used. And if you had the record album, you would see all the words that he actually provided, only half of which they actually sang. I'm going to do the full version. The stills are from the animated version that was created for Rush 2112. And you will find that on YouTube under the channel for Rush. I lie awake, staring at the bleakness of Megadon. City and sky become one, merging into a single plane, a vast sea of unbroken gray. The twin moons, just two pale orbs, as they trace their way across the steely sky. I used to think that I had a pretty good life here, just plugging into my machine for the day, then watching Temple Vision, or reading a Temple paper in the evening. My friend John always said it was nicer here than under the atmospheric domes of the outer planets. We've had peace since 2062, when the surviving planets were banded together under the red star of the Solar Federation. The less fortunate gave us a few new moons. I believed what I was told. I thought it was a good life. I thought I was happy. Then I found something that changed it all. And the meek shall inherit the earth. The massive gray walls of the temples rise from the heart of every Federation city. I have always been awed by them. To think that every single facet of every life is regulated and directed from within. Our books, our music, our work and play are all looked after by the benevolent wisdom of the priests. We have taken care of everything, the words you read, the songs you sing, the pictures that give pleasure to your eyes. It's one for all for one. We work together, common sons, never need to wonder how or why. We are the priests of the temples of Syrinx. Our great computers fill the hallowed halls. We are the priests of the temples of Syrinx. All the gifts of life are held within our walls. Look around at this world we've made. Equality, our stock in trade. Come and join the brotherhood of man. Oh, what a nice, contented world. Let the banners be unfurled. Hold the red star proudly high in hand. We are the priests of the temples of Syrinx. Our great computers fill the hallowed halls. We are the priests of the temples of Syrinx. All the gifts of life are held within our walls. Behind my beloved waterfall in the room that was hidden beneath the cave, I found it. I brushed away the dust of the years and picked it up, holding it reverently in my hands. I had no idea what it might be, but it was beautiful. I learned to lay my fingers across the wires and to turn the keys to make them sound differently. As I struck the wires with my other hand, I produced my first harmonious sounds and soon my own music. How different it could be from the music of the temples. I can't wait to tell the priests about it. What can this strange device be? When I touch it, it gives forth a sound. It's got wires that vibrate and give music. What can this thing be that I found? See how it sings like a sad heart that joyously screams out its pain. Sounds that build high like a mountain, or notes that fall gently like rain. I can't wait to share this new wonder. The people will all see its light. Let them all make their own music. The priests praise my name on this night. I know it's most unusual to come before you so, but I found this ancient miracle. I thought that you should know. Listen to my music and hear what it can do. There's something here as strong as life. I know that it will reach you. In the sudden silence as I finished playing, I looked up to a circle of grim, expressionless faces. Father Brown rose to his feet, and his somnolent voice echoed throughout the silent temple hall. Yes, we know. It's nothing new. It's just a waste of time. We have no need for ancient ways. The world is doing fine. Another toy that helped destroy the elder race of man. Forget about your silly whim. It doesn't fit the plan. Instead of grateful joy that I expected, they were words of quiet rejection. Instead of praise, solemn dismissal. I watched in shock and horror as Father Brown ground my precious instrument into splinters beneath his feet. I can't believe you're saying these things just can't be true. Our world could use this beauty. Just think what we could do. Listen to my music and hear what it can do. There's something here as strong as life. I know it will reach you. Don't annoy us further. We have our work to do. Just think about the average. What use have they for you? Another toy that helped destroy the elder race of man. Forget about your silly whim. It doesn't fit the plan. I wandered home through silent streets and fell into a fitful sleep. Escaped to realms beyond the night. Dream, can't you show me the light? I stand atop a spiral stair. An oracle confronts me there. He leads me on light years away through astronight's galactic days. I see the works of gifted hands that grace this strange and wondrous land. I see the hand of man arise with hungry mind and open eyes. They left our planets long ago. The elder race still learn and grow. Their powers grow with purpose strong to claim the home where they belong. Home to tear the temples down. Home to change. I guess it was a dream, but even now it seems so vivid to me. Clearly yet I see the beckoning hand of the oracle as he stood at the summit of the staircase. I see still the incredible beauty of the sculptured cities and the pure spirit of man revealed in the lives and the works of this world. I was overwhelmed by the wonder and understanding as I saw a completely different way to live, a way that had been crushed by the Federation long ago. I saw now how meaningless this life had become with the loss of all these things. I have not left this cave for days. It has become my last refuge in my total despair. I have only the music of the waterfall to comfort me now. I can no longer live under the control of the Federation, but there is no other place to go. My last hope is that with my death I may pass into the world of my dream and know peace at last. The sleep is still in my eyes. The dream is still in my head. I heave a sigh and sadly smile and lie a while in bed. I wish that it might come to pass, not fade like all my dreams. Just think what my life might be in a world like I have seen. I don't think I can carry on this cold and empty life. My spirits are low in the depths of despair. My lifeblood spills over. Attention, all planets of the Solar Federation. Attention, all planets of the Solar Federation. Attention, all planets of the Solar Federation. We have assumed control. We have assumed control. We have assumed control.
Our closing song today is In the Teal Handle. It's number 1021, Lean on Me. Teal Handle, 1021.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. There is a load you have to bear that you can't carry on. Right up the road, I'll share your load if you just call me. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
When one time, if you want to know a really long song, Neil Peart for Rush wrote a song that took 5 albums for them to complete. Part 3 was the first one they put out. This is from that, which is Witch Hunt by Rush. They say there are strangers who threaten us, our immigrants and infidels. They say there are things too dangerous in our theaters and bookstore shelves. Those who know what's best for us must rise and save us from ourselves. Quick to judge, quick to anger, slow to understand. Ignorance and prejudice and fear walk hand in hand.
We hope you have been nourished in heart and mind by our worship today. And thank you, Mike Myers, for many, many thoughts that have challenged us, and probably we won't sleep well at night. But you did a wonderful job. If you would like more information about Unitarian Universalism, or about participation here at Emerson, please stop by our welcome table in the front lobby. Peggy Gastrite is here this morning, ready to meet you. Also, plan to join us at the service next week, as Beth Klein will be making a case for evangelical Unitarian Universalism. As our chalice is extinguished this morning, please join me in the final words. They are posted in the chat and in the order of service. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light of truth, or the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts and out into the world until we are together again. Please join us for refreshments and fellowship in the fellowship room on the first floor near the back doors. Those of you online, please stay tuned in, and you'll be able to have a virtual breakout rooms for fellowship time. At 11:15, our second hour activities for adults, children, and youth begin. See the listings in the order of service. Our service is now concluded, but our connection has only begun. Go in peace and take peace wherever you go.